Hello again, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of the overview of the website of the BYU Family History Library. As mentioned in part 1, this library is loaded with links to many resources, databases, and other websites for researching family history. In part 1, we toured the features in the left-hand column, as you see encircled in yellow, beginning with the Visit Us page. And we went through the extensive information in Classes and Webinars link, and then finished with the Scanning Equipment link. Well, in this video, part 2, we will tour the remainder of the website features, beginning with the Research link on the left-hand column. When I click on the link entitled Research, I come to a page with 12 links to other pages that contain many aids for genealogical research. I will now go down this page and briefly describe each link. The first link on the research page is Search BYU Library Collections, and this is the page we get. Here we can search the extensive collections and databases of the entire BYU library, including books, newspapers, periodicals, maps, and special collections. The second link is for finding family search microfilms and fish at BYU. This page will allow you to determine if a film or fish that you find in the catalog of Family Search is located in the cases in BYU's family history collection. By the way, the BYU library has copies of about 20% of those in the granite vaults. The third link is Research Outlines. On this page, we find a collection of family search research guides on every state in the U.S. and many countries of the world, and some on various ethnic groups. These research outlines were the foundation for creating Family Search's Research Wiki. They're out of print now and are not updated, but they still contain valuable information. Hard copies are found in the blue binders located in the bookcases at the end of the film cases in the BYU Family History Library. But here on this page, we have the PDF versions of these guides. The research outlines are organized by geographical regions and a few by other groups. Going down the page, you can see the mini guides available. To see an example of one, I'm going to click on the one entitled Native American. Here's an example of a research outline. This one is on Indians of the United States and Canada. Notice it contains 183 pages in PDF form. On the pages of these guides, you will see references to books and other sources highlighted in yellow. If you touch a highlighted resource with the cursor of your computer, which is represented by the blue arrow, a yellow window pops up showing you the location of that source in the BYU library. Now going back to the research page, we see the other 9 links. We'll continue down through these. The link at the top, which is the 4th on the list, is the alphabetical list. Clicking on alphabetical list, we come to one of my favorite places to go on the website, because here we find a complete list of all the Family History Library resources organized alphabetically. You can access it from the research page as I have shown you here, or from the middle column of the home page, which you will see later on. The 5th link on the research page takes us to Digital State Archives. Here we get a list of many state archives that have digitized resources that you may access. Going down the research page further, we find another link to Classes and Webinars. Because we've already been through that page, I'm not going to click on it. So we'll move down to the next one, Libraries and Historical Societies. Here is the Libraries and Historical Societies page. It gives a list of a number of libraries, societies, and associations you may access. On the research page, there's a link entitled Maps. It sends us to this, which contains a list of online map collections and indexes to maps, all useful for genealogical purposes. Proceeding on down the research page, we next find the newspapers link. Here is the page when we click on it. This page gives a list of links to online newspaper guides, online newspapers, and collections of newspapers. One of them is newspapers.com, the BYU campus version of that website. Next, we have the records link, which lists many databases and record collections grouped into 8 different categories. You can see the 8 different types of record categories encircled at the top. These take us to many databases and record collections listed down the page. The reference page is similar. It has a lengthy list of online reference resources categorized into 16 different categories. This is a list of websites such as Cindy's List, glossaries, dictionaries, vital records, foreign word lists, research guidance, city directories, etc. Finally, we come to the last of the 12 research links on the research page, the one titled Subject List. The subject list is a categorized list of family history subjects organized into 19 categories for finding library resources by those subjects. Now we're back at the home page, and we're still going down the left-hand column. This time we come to the Contact Us link. Clicking on it, we get this page. Here we see information on how to contact the reference desk of the library, the mission coordinators, and the consultant desk, or the missionary help desk as most of us know it. And just below the ad about virtual family history help, in the green box, we find another link to Hours of Specialized Help by Geography/Language. The next link is para hispanohablantes, which means for Spanish speakers. This page will give information about the library in Spanish. Further down the left-hand column, we come to the library's social media pages and its YouTube channel. You can see the 3 links. The one on the left is the link to the library's Facebook page. In the middle is the link to the YouTube channel. And the one on the right is the link to the library's Twitter page. The library staff maintain these. I'm not going to go to the Facebook or the Twitter page, but I am going to go to the YouTube channel next. When I click on the YouTube link, I get the home page of the library's YouTube channel. All the webinars and class recordings and anything else put on YouTube by the library are accessible here and are organized by playlists and videos, as you can see. In addition, there is a calendar of community information for those who view this channel. This page, by the way, has over 14,000 subscribers and over 1 million hits by viewers. At the end of the left-hand column, you will see the library's chat box. You can see the hours when one may chat online with one of the library receptionists. The little gray box will indicate if live chat is currently available or not. We will now go back to the home page and look at the middle column of the website. In the square window, which is encircled in yellow as you see, there are 4 rotating ads about the classes and webinars. If you click on one of the ads, you will go to the Classes and Webinars page, which we have already explored. Going down the middle column, below the ads, there is a 5-minute orientation video about the library. Then follows a list of 9 links that are the same as some of those on the research page, which we have already been through. Notice the first one, which is another link to the alphabetical list, where you can access all the resources of the Family History Library. Now, last of all, let's take a look at the right-hand column on the home page. At the very top of the column, we see another link to classes and webinars. Just below that is a link that takes us to the Missionary Help Desk. When clicking on that link, I get the virtual help page. On this page, one may access the Zoom links to get to the missionary on duty in the library at the help desk. There are two links. When clicking on either the purple window, which by the way shows the hours of the virtual help desk, or clicking on the link just below the window, you will bring up the Zoom page for joining the missionary waiting to help. Now notice the link below that at the bottom. Here's another one that says Hours of Specialized Help by Geography/Language. This is found in two other places which we've already seen. Remember that clicking on this brings up a list of times when language help is available in the library. Now, continuing our tour down the right-hand column, we see a number of quick links. The first three, which are encircled in blue, are some that were on the research page that we've already reviewed. The first one is where we may search the entire BYU library collections. The second is where we can find films and fish that might be in the BYU Family History Library. And then the third takes us to the scanning equipment page. After those are some quick links to the 4 major family history programs. They're encircled in yellow. First is the quick link to Family Search. And then comes the library's institutional version of Ancestry.com, followed by the library's MyHeritage link, and then the library's link to Find My Past. Last of all, at the very bottom of the right-hand column are the remaining quick links to 7 popular websites. I will review them in their order. First is the Saints by Sea website. This includes immigration information for most Latter-day Saints who cross the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans to get to Utah. It includes their names, origins, port of departure, and arrival. Some have biographical info and stories about their voyages. Next is the Family History Guide, which is a very well-known center for research information, training, and learning activities for all aspects of family history. Now notice that the next 5 quick links are only accessible while on the BYU campus. First, we see County Histories. This link currently leads to a website entitled Accessible Archives, which makes available lists of archived historical information assembled into databases. There's a database on county histories at this website. Now we see Fold 3. This is owned and managed by Ancestry.com. It is a collection of millions of military records and documents from the U.S. National Archives and the UK National Archives and other international military records. Now we have Sanborn maps, which are detailed maps of about 12,000 U.S. cities and towns in the 19th and 20th centuries, created by fire insurance companies. They contain detailed information about properties and buildings and the changes that have occurred to those buildings and properties over many decades. Now we have History Geo. This is a family history software service for finding old maps and land records. It has a single interactive map containing over 12.3 million landowners in 30 states. The last is Gateway to North America. It is a diverse collection of materials, records, and guidebooks on the people, places, and organizations of New York City from the 18th century through the early 20th century. Well, that concludes our tour of the website of the BYU Family History Library. Most people probably do not realize how much is on it. You will probably remember very little about the links I have described, so I strongly suggest that you spend time exploring it and become familiar with it so you can know the many different resources one can access on it. It is a valuable tool like the Family Search Wiki and the Family History Guide.